reality? Yes or no? Okay, for example, you guys are watching me up here, right? I'm dressed a certain way. I think I'm pretty likable. Some of you probably hate me, but that's okay, right? You know, a couple of jokes here and there. You probably have a pretty good overall impression. I hope so, okay? I could be completely lying to you. I could leave here and be an absolute jerk, and trust me, some guys that do this are, okay? But I could do that, but that would be your impression. You know this is true because have you ever heard of actors being typecast? Right? Do you guys remember that show, Friends? You guys remember that? I ran into Matt LeBlanc a couple years ago in an airport. And so I went up to Matt LeBlanc, and what did I say? Hello, Joey, right? I knew he was acting, and yet he didn't look too happy about it. And I said, hello, Joey. Typecast, right? Perception is reality. You know, a couple weeks ago I was in Chicago. I don't know why I tell you guys these stories. I got to stop this. So a couple weeks ago I'm in Chicago, and I get on an elevator. And I go up the elevator, and on the second floor, somebody gets on the elevator, right? Now, there are unwritten rules in an elevator, right? You look ahead, you don't say a thing, and if it gets too awkward, you look at your phone. You guys know these rules? Right? For the men in the room, it's kind of like being at a stall. You don't talk to each other. Okay? I'm actually putting that out there on a personal note because someone just broke that rule. So I just wanted to put that out there so that you actually know that rule. But we know that there's these rules, right? So we get on, second floor, he jumps on, I give him a little nod, and I do this, and I eventually look at my phone. But a couple floors up, I start to smell something. And I start sniffing, right? You know what he did? He started to sniff. And I'm thinking, buddy, there's only 2 of us on this elevator. And it wasn't me, okay? And I'm tempted at this point to break the rules and say, you know, look, you know, but I hold it together. I'm like, whatever, okay? So a couple floors go up, and he gets off the elevator. He left a legacy, but he gets off the elevator. I'm like, thank God, I can hold my breath for the next 30 seconds. Elevator goes up, and what am I thinking? Please, God, do not let this elevator stop again, right? Get up a couple more floors. Lo and behold, ding, 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 we're stopping, okay? Now, we couldn't just have somebody get on with like a breathing machine and a wheelchair. No, 3 very young, attractive females, okay? They get on. Just my luck. It's a true story. This just happened. I can't make this stuff up. So they get on, and it's not long before they start doing what? Right? What did I do? I figure reasonable doubt, right? There's 3 of them, there's 1 of me, you know, there's a chance it's one of them. I'm going to play this up, right? So I do the whole thing while still looking forward, and a couple more floors go up, and they jump off the elevator. And I'm thinking, thank God, just get me to my floor already, right? And as they're getting off, one of them says to the other 2, can you believe that guy? It actually still kind of scars me. They're one of the few people in this world that if I run into them, I have to like keep my head down. Now, who am I to them? Am I the speaker that's going to come up or whatever? Who am I? I'm that guy, okay? That's who I am. I am that guy, right? And so forevermore, perception is reality. Was I that guy? The answer is no, guys. Every one of you should be saying no right now, okay? It was not me, okay? I am that guy to them, though. Perception is reality. Is that point true or not? Perception is reality. Here's the reason I tell you that story. Every one of you has a certain perception in your marketplace. And most of you are not in control of it, just like I was not in control of that situation. And unfortunately, it's become the reality for you. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to challenge you a little bit to get a little bit more intentional about creating your perception. Does that make sense? How you dress, how you talk, how you act, how you do business. All of these things, each one of you needs to decide what will the perception be. When I met with my first clients, potential clients, when I was 20-something years old, squeaky-voiced, whatever, did I stop and say, please, Mr. and Mrs., I really need my first client. Could you please do that? Did I do that? No, I did not. I would not be here right now. I'd never get a client, okay? What did I do? I positioned myself in a way that I was the market leader. I was young, which meant I had zeal, but I also know what I need to do. I've also got passion. I also got experience. And I positioned myself in a way that may or may not have at that point been the 100% what I was, but perception became reality.